we kind of have two issues to cover today on this affidavit of inability. Number one, Mr. Palmer is wanting to appeal this judgment and wants to go to county court, but he was supposed to post a bond of $300 if in fact I granted the affidavit of inability. But you're contesting that affidavit of inability, saying that he should have that $300 to post to go to county court.
Yes, he definitely does.
I'm sorry?
He definitely does.
Well, he had to post at least that portion.
We previously have gone through this, and I did not have an attorney, so I did not know. But last time he went through this, he didn't pay into his bond either. I didn't know at that time I could have filed for the writ of possession when he didn't post his rent to the county clerk or county office.
Right.
So he has not paid at all since October anything.
Okay. And so normally the bond would be twice the monthly rent of $600, and so he's asking to post only $300, but you haven't even posted that $300. Is that correct, Mr. Palmer?
Yeah, no, sir, I haven't.
How come?
When I tried to get down there yesterday, I had court Monday with a CPS ordeal, and by the time I tried to get down there, the office was closed. I tried to get going first thing Tuesday, and was told by, I guess, the supervisor that I needed to do a virtual hearing, this hearing, I guess.
Okay. And so when you got when you applied to appeal by affidavit of inability, you filed that on the 4th of May, and it looks like you were given a paper that said you have to post a bond by a certain date to have your appeal perfected, right? And you said you weren't able to do that.
No, sir, I was not.
Okay. And so is there an amount? What was the amount? Do we have that notice?
I believe the judgment actually said 600 on there.
Right, it does. But she's saying that he's asking to only have to post a 300, but he'll do that by May 11th, and today is May 13th. And so really it's your appeal is not going to happen, Mr. Palmer, because you haven't perfected your appeal and the deadline has passed. You know, I don't have a problem granting your affidavit of inability, but you would have had to have posted that bond by Monday, 4 o'clock, and so that's past due. So your period to appeal has expired. The other thing, Ms. Sparacio, you've also filed a writ of possession,
Yes.
but you also filed that by affidavit of indigency. So
Sure.
you are looking at the judgment or the paperwork I have here. You're the property manager or the landlord?
Yes.
Who's the owner of the property?
My grandmother is, but she's 89, and Mr. Palmer has not spoken to her nor seen her in his whole tenancy on the property. He has been harassing us, and as you could see in the stuff that I included, his text messages to my husband stating he will appeal everything and harass us to the best of his ability because of the CPS. And I'm an obligated reporter, and I was not the only one who reported on him for that case. But he said, if you get her to retract her statement and everybody else's statement, then I'll leave this week. And that was like a month ago.
Okay. So Ms. Sparacio, I'm not going to grant your affidavit of inability either. I mean, I understand that you're the landlord for the property, but you're not the owner of the property. And the owner, if they want them removed, they need to pay the I mean,
Okay, and I told them if that was the case, that's fine. She'll pay it. He's cost her, like, she's on Social Security, and Mr. Palmer has cost her thousands of dollars alone just in utilities, because he keeps cutting locks, even though he was told that it's unsafe.
okay.
His
Ms.
wife,
Sparacio, I don't need to hear this case. I just need to know if, and your grandmother, I guess, is the owner of the property, and
yes,
the property has value. It's not that you're broke, or it might be you're broke, but y'all have assets. She has assets.
yes, she does.
And even if you're broke, you're not the owner of the property. She is. You may have the greater
Right.
right of possession, but
Right. Right. I
but
understand.
I'm not going to grant, I'm not going to grant the affidavit of inability
Okay.
to get the writ. So how much is a writ, Miss Baldenegro? A writ of
I believe
possession?
it's up to $204.
205. Okay, so Mr. Palmer, your window to appeal has closed. Okay.
Okay.
And so you're not going to be able to go to county court on this case. And when and if Miss Sparacio gets a writ of possession, then the constables will join her at the property to keep the peace, and then she would have to hire some folks to take all your stuff off the property. And so I don't know what stage
That's
you're at, if
already,
you have an RV or where is your living, but any of your personal possessions will be removed from the property with the protection of the constable's office. So not a good situation to be in, not pleasant. I know that there's some bad blood between you and Ms. Sparacio without having heard the case at all, but hearing just the interaction right now. So are you in the process of moving? Are you, what's your position right now, Mr. Palmer?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my truck up and going so I can move. It's a travel trailer that I own, so I'm trying to get my truck up and going so I can move it.
Okay. Okay, well, you have, if I issue this writ of possession, once she coordinates with the constables when they can come out, they're gonna be there, and Miss Sparacio, you're responsible for removing his things. So if you have to hire some
yes, sir.
folks to do that,
I
you
already
do that.
have.
The constables are not gonna move their property. They're just there to keep the peace.
Yes, I
So-
already spoke to the constables. My neighbor's actually friends with one of the supervisors of the constables, and so they informed me already about all this. So we have this all set up and ready, and I will be making that payment for the writ today.
Okay, so today is Wednesday. I don't know if the constables usually post a 24-hour notice, Mr. Palmer. So after 24 hours is when they would show up. I don't know if they're gonna do it by this week or if it's gonna be over by Friday, and then you'll have the weekend to get your stuff out before maybe they show up on Monday. I'm not sure. I don't have a crystal ball to see when the constables are gonna coordinate with Miss Sparacio once she gets the writ of possession, if she gets that writ of possession. All right.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions at this point?
No, sir.
All right, then we'll issue the judgments thereforth. I'm going to grant the affidavit of Mr. Palmer, but since he didn't pay it, it doesn't really matter since he didn't pay it. But Ms. Sparacio, I'm going to deny your affidavit of inability and require you to pay the writ of possession if in fact you're going to do that.
I will be going over there immediately to do that.
All right. Thank you very
All right,
much.
thank you.
Y'all are
Thank you.
excused then.